The purpose of the conference was to have a meaningful and substantial conversation on financing the Sustainable Development Goals. And I was invited to represent the Commonwealth Local Government Forum, CLGF, which Belize City is a member of, to give our perspective on the experiences and contributions of local government as an entity and an arm of government. And what I was asked to speak about, which I did speak about, was the importance of national governments having a very clear policy for decentralization and the economic benefits of that. And I also was able to share the examples in Belize City with things like the Belize City Municipal Bond and the recently launched Belmopan City Council bond, and how municipal governments both in Belize City and Belmopan were able to structure these. They were actually very impressed with the ability and capacity of local governments in Belize to actually use creative ways to finance intervention projects. So that the conference was all about how do countries finance sustainable development, because you can have these goals, you can have the objectives and an implementation plan, but to have the 2030 agenda become a reality, it will take substantial amounts of investments on all parts of the government. And one of the things also that was unique in relation to this conference is that you had representation from a wide cross-section of stakeholders, including international development banks, because there is a recognition globally that for developing countries, including Belize, the involvement of these development banks will be critical for us to finance intervention programs to achieve sustainable development and an improved quality of life. There is a recognition that for developing countries, having to partner with these development banks will be critical, so that our intervention was really to give our perspective in relation to the involvement of local government, the need to connect local government in a more meaningful way with these development banks, because we can also serve as a conduit for development finance. There's a lot of inefficiencies in government, so that when you have a clear decentralization program and when you empower local government to be in control of economic development within that space, you have a more efficient, effective, and a more output-driven government focused on creating jobs and achieving an improvement of the quality of life for individuals within that space.